Hi ladies, my name is Nadesh and once again welcome back to Becoming His Ministry. I am super excited that you're here, and one of the topics that I want to talk about is truly unveiling the inner beauty. Before we begin, let us have a word of prayer. Heavenly gracious Father, I am so thankful for who you are. I am thankful for your power, for your grace, and just the beauty. You said in your word that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I am so thankful for it, and I ask that your Spirit please be with us as daughters, as women of faith, who come together to just desire to just have a conversation on how we can grow and be more like you. It is in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hi ladies, my name is Nadesh and once again welcome back to Becoming His Ministry. If you know me, I absolutely love modest apparel. I love to dress modestly because I feel like it's a great covering that God has given us as women and as His daughters. It's a form of protection in many ways, and I am so thankful for it. But while I'm very thankful for the physical aspect when it comes to modesty, I'm a greater advocate for inner beauty, for modesty that comes from having a relationship with Christ. Because I remember when I first started my modest apparel journey, I would say, I remember saying to God, I'd rather look like a prostitute on the outside and be truly, sincerely devoted and surrendered to you than to look very modest on the outside, but then be completely away from you and be a whore in my heart. I know this sounds very harsh, but it's true. I don't want to look like something that I'm not. I want to truly be transformed from the inside and out. And that has always been my prayer along my journey. And I feel like as daughters of God, especially now that, modest apparel is becoming more advertised or promoted in a way in our Christian community, I really believe that we also need to continually to promote that inner beauty that comes from having a relationship with Jesus Christ. Because one of the things that Jesus taught me in this journey, in this process, I remember in college, I used to work in the office of spiritual life. Would allow this young lady to come in, and mind you, I was working in the front office, and so if anyone that comes in, I greet them, I pray for them, and I just have conversation with them. And that particular young lady, I remember speaking with her, and I don't know how we got to the conversation, but she shared with me her experience in regards to modesty and just dressing more modest, and how she used to wear very like provocative clothing and stuff like that. That's all she knew. That's all she had too. And she would go to church, and people would give her bad looks and stuff, but nobody would really speak with her. They would just give her bad looks. She said there was this one woman that came to her and gave her a gift bag, and in that gift bag was 2 sets of clothing that was a little bit more modest for church. And one day she decided to put one on and try it to go to church. And she said she looked at herself in the mirror. She saw somebody completely different. She saw herself in a different light that she never knew before. And as she was speaking and telling me that, she was like, that was the greatest thing that this woman could have ever done for her. She didn't really say anything. She just said to her, hey, I was thinking about you, so I got you this. And that's all she said to her. She didn't say, hey, you need to go change your clothes, I got you some new attire. She didn't say anything. She said, I thought of you and I got you this clothing. And she said from that day forward, now she had something to compare to. And she said it really convicted her spirit and her heart, and she had begun her journey to just cover herself more, not just for men but for the glory of God. And the lesson that I learned in that particular scenario that she was sharing with me was that Christ wants us to truly be able to love others. and also to be the example in how we live, not just what we say, not just what comes out of our mouth, because that's a witness. But even a greater witness, it's what we don't say and how we act. And that woman till this day never knew what she did for that young lady, but it forever changed her life. And so the Lord really was like, Nadej, as you see, young lady, as you're going through your journey, just remember where you came from, because you didn't always just this way. And don't let the attire distract you from the person, because at the end of the day, I have the power to change hearts, and the attires can fall off really quickly. But what is hard to fall off is a prideful spirit, is a hateful spirit, is a covetous woman. And so I am a big advocate for modesty from the inside out, and just seeking as daughters and as women of God to have a closer relationship with Him. So as we seek to dress modestly, to cover our bodies, the temple that God has given us, let us even let this video propels you to even seek to have a closer relationship with Christ. I hope this little short little talk was a blessing to you, and I'll see you on the next video. Feel free to share this with someone that you think that this would be a blessing to as well. Thank you for being a part of the family. Bye.